portal.
Dang.
I know, right?
I did not know there.
We don't mess around back here.
Nope. Like every so often I'll go on Instagram. I'm like, oh, they went live today.
Live on YouTube.
Yes. Hey guys, thanks for joining us. Yeah, no, it's funny because like people don't realize like how much goes on back here until they're back here and they're like, wait, what?
And I never actually get to watch them because I'm always upstairs, like pulling the vinyl and stuff. So I get to watch them like on lunch or on my way home. Like I'll have it play.
Hey guys, how's everybody doing today? All right, so today we have a special guest. Her name is Lily, so y'all say hello. She's actually used to doing lives, doing tumblers, and so do you go live and do tumblers?
I did before I moved to Saline County.
Okay.
I used to do lives on whenever I learned different techniques and stuff.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, I worked at a boutique, and we went live on sales and everything there.
Nice.
But now I just video it and upload it. But I have done lives before.
Well, pre-recorded videos are still an art for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
All the editing and stuff.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, on lives we don't get to edit these, so we're just, out there with whatever mistakes we make. So, anyways, we're really excited to be here with you guys on this Memorial Day, and we just want to say thank you to all who has served and who has sacrificed their lives for our freedom, and for those families who are greatly affected by that. Thank you so much. What you got, Hannah?
Everybody just saying hi.
Hey, good morning.
Oh, no
good
sound.
afternoon. Wait, what time is it?
No sound.
No sound?
What do you mean no sound? I see that we have sound.
Uh-oh. Facebook people are saying they can't hear us?
Yep. Oh, it was my phone. Never mind. Okay.
Yes, I was just about to say, if you are on mobile, please make sure you unmute your phone because,
it happens more times than you think.
So,
I'm glad it was just your phone.
For the person who didn't hear this, so she's on for the first time today. We were just discussing all the ways that she before, and she makes tumblers outside of her job here.
Yep.
And so we have a really fun day planned for you guys. And I know we're going live like later in the day than we're used to. So what's our viewers looking like right now? We got people on?
Yeah, we got 24.
Good, good.
We have a couple on here, got a couple on there, got a couple everywhere.
Awesome. Okay.
Couple is everywhere.
Yay. Well, hi guys. Thanks for joining us. It is Monday. It is a Monday.
Yeah.
It's definitely a Monday.
I feel it.
Yes.
After the long weekend.
So Margie is actually dropping comments for us, I believe, or somebody in the front is going to be dropping links to all the materials that we're using today. But we have a really awesome sale going on today for Memorial Day. And if you did not know, we actually had a Memorial Day sales event. So our sales actually kicked off on Thursday. We had a different sale every day through the weekend. Sorry, TikTok, you just went on a little bit of an excursion. The charger thing fell. I saw it like jerk almost like the charger out of it. Okay, sorry about that. So we have a really cool sale going on today, and you're going to want to use coupon code MEMORIAL for Memorial Day. And it's going to save you guys on the StarCraft 4-ounce glitter shakers. So do you use this at home?
I do.
You do? You love it?
I didn't start using the glitter until after I started working here, and I threw all the other glitter away.
Did
I love
you?
This glitter.
I know,
absolutely.
it's so great. So I just love that there's chunky variations and there's metallic variations and holographic, which we're going to be showing y'all some of that today. But you guys can save 20% on all the 4-ounce shakers. So that's shapes, that's chunkies, holographics, metallics, you name it, and you save 20%.
My favorite's the neon. I love the
You
bright
love the
ones.
neons?
Yes.
Yes. So we actually have a few glitter bundles that are actually really handy too that we've put together. So if you want to try out a technique and you're not really sure what all colors you need, like the pencil tumbler or the there's like a
leopard,
beach leopard, and
I think there's a watermelon.
Watermelon, yeah. So we've just put a few different packages together for you guys, so it's easier to know what colors look best for those. But we are so excited to show you guys some glitter techniques today. So as you guys know, I make tumblers. Lily makes tumblers. I've actually moved away from epoxy, but she has not. So she is still all in the loop with everybody. So does anybody who's watching, do y'all do glitter epoxy tumblers? I'm just curious. Before we get started. Anybody saying anything? No?
Not yet.
Okay.
But guys, honestly, like this whole thing with the glitter, it's so much fun because we have so many. There's so many glitter. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous.
They recently added, if you guys didn't know, they recently added over, was it over 50, Hannah? I think
so.
of the shapes.
I think that was right. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I got here right when y'all added the shapes, and it was just like, whoa.
There's some really cool ones too.
So cool. Yeah, things that you wouldn't think that you needed.
Yeah, but comments are starting to roll in, and we have some yeses in that.
Okay,
and, like,
good.
Lots of people who have done a few, or like there's something like just do them. But Tammy says that she can't use epoxy.
Okay, no, and that's totally understandable. There is a thing out there called Crystal-Lac, and that is an epoxy alternative. It's actually more like a polyurethane, but you guys can actually use that to apply glitter. And fun fact, that is actually how I do my ombres, but Lily here,
I didn't know that.
So Lily here is going to show you guys how she does ombres with Mod Podge, which is not my friend. I will be honest, I literally can't stand this product, but I'm going to use it today because I don't have Bright Tone here, but I literally love using the Crystal-Lac product.
I've never used it before. Like when I started doing it, everyone used Mod. I might have to switch. You never know. I've used Mod Podge for the past few years since I started Tumblers, because that's what all the videos I've watched did.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
Like, for whatever reason, like me and Mod Podge, we're just not friends. We just we're just not compatible. But I love Crystal-Lac products for doing ombres specifically.
So something really cool, but on Instagram.
Wait, that's TikTok.
Oh no, TikTok. Sorry, Instagram. I'm confused with bums. But TikTok says she got the bongos glitter and made a composition book tumbler for my son's teacher.
Yes.
How cool is that?
Yes.
That is cool.
So I've actually done that tumbler too. It's super fun just watching how like the blacks and the whites end up looking like a composition notebook. And you guys can just do like a printable sticker where it says like this notebook belongs to, and like hand letter their names on it. It's so cute.
That is.
Yeah. I've seen them all in a lot of different colors, like the pinks and the whatever, but I'm so happy we have that bongos. I forgot the name of it. When you said bongos, I was like, wait, what? And then you said composition notebook, and I'm like, oh, that's the black and white dot one.
Yep.
Yes. So fun. Well, I'm super glad that we have some people on here who do tumblers, because I think it's interesting, Lily, I'm sure you feel the same way, but I feel like it's interesting how like every tumbler maker has their own technique and style to how they do things. And I've always, like, before I started doing like TikToks and stuff showing people how I did things, I was actually like subconscious about that. Because I was like, oh, somebody's going to tell me I'm doing that wrong because it's not their way.
Yeah.
But the cool thing is about glitter and applications and like tumblers, there's like no wrong way.
Like everyone does it different. Everybody has their own style.
Yes, absolutely. I'm actually super excited to see how you do this, because I'm like, me and Krista, we just don't get along. You guys don't understand. So
I will say I'm not. This is the only thing I use like the Mod Podge for.
Yeah.
I refuse to use it for anything.
Yeah.
It's just,
that's understandable.
Yeah, I just use it for tumblers.
That's so funny. Okay, so we are going to get started. Like I said, Lily's going to be doing the Mod Podge ombre effect, right? And so I'm actually going to be hand painting some leopard spots with I'm using Sandcastle and Shady Beaches for that, which I feel like is the perfect like black and gold blend for those. And then I'm going to be showing you guys how to use our Star Mask stencil film to do mermaid skills, which will be fun. So this is going to be like a weird mashup tumbler. It's just like practice run stuff. But tell them about your glitter colors.
So I picked holographic colors. I got Stingray and Honeymoon. I just think these are so cute. It's like a rose gold and a silver. These are my absolute favorite ones.
Yes, that Honeymoon one, I'm telling you. I told Lily right before we got on here, that thing is so popular. Like it literally, Honeymoon's like one of our top sellers in the holographic one. So, okay, let's get started. Lily's actually using, tell them about some of the tools that you're using to help you stay clean and like, you know, all that stuff.
So I got one of our silicone brushes that I normally don't use it for tumblers. I have used them before, but that's what I'm gonna use today. And then I got our little silicone mat. And I honestly was not, like, whenever I started here, I was like, those mats are dumb. I'm not ever gonna use one. And then it was actually Sarah that was here before she left for college. She was like, Lily, no, you have to get the silicone mats. I was like, I just think they're so dumb. They're a waste. And she was like, Lily. And so she showed me her spot, like that she does her tumblers at before she got the mat, and then after she got the mat. I was like,
funny.
I have to get a mat. So now I have like one of every color. I use it all the time.
Yes, I feel you on that. Yeah. Okay, Hannah, do you want to go overhead real quick? I'm actually going to show them how easily this Star Mask stencil film weeds. So, guys, we cut out just a very basic mermaid scale design. We just grabbed it from Google and traced it in silhouette and then cut it out of our Star Mask. Now, this material is kind of translucent, And I feel like it's really nice for these types of things because it's removable, it comes off easily, and all that good stuff. So I'm just going to weed the rest of these scales out, and then I'm going to do like an application on this, and then I'll literally like paint Mod Podge inside the scales and apply the glitter.
Huh. I've never used one of those before, so.
Yeah, so cool. Can you give me one of those paper towels though? Yeah. Awesome. And I'm going to pull my sweater off.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start with this Mod
Go
Podge.
for it.
If I can open it.
Oh, I know the lids always get glued on, right?
One reason why I hate it.
Oh, that's
I
so bad.
cannot get
If
it
you can't
open.
get it, we might need to take it to Cody. Cody!
Oh my God.
There's no way.
So,
There's no way.
I'm gonna take it.
while we're trying to get this open, Alina says, I've been trying but can't seem to get it down. What tips and tricks do you have for people who are just like starting how to do tumblers and how they can just like kind of get that practice?
I love this question because me and Lily were literally talking about before we got on here how many times you fail at tumbler making. And when you first get started, like how many of those mistake tumblers that you end up having, and they get tossed in a box and you never want to look at them again. But I will say this, one of the things that really helped me was just diving in, taking a stab at it, getting a general idea of the type of technique that I wanted to do. And then I would literally just see if I could do it. If I couldn't do it, I would obviously go back, maybe watch a little bit more of a tutorial. But like Lily and I said in the beginning, no two tumbler makers are the same. No. Everybody has their own techniques. But I would just say, find a technique that you think is so cool, the end result is so cool, and just dive in and see what you can do with it. Lily, you missed the question, but the viewer had a question on like somebody who was very, very new, like wanted to get into tumblers. She asked what kind of suggestions that we might have for her.
So I'm a very do-it-yourself kind of person, or I shop small. Like I'm not one to go to the mall and find things. Like if I can't make it, then I'll find someone that is local that will make it. And I just seen all these ideas on Tumblers and stuff, and all these girls getting them in like this little town I'm from. And I was like, I'm not spending all this money on a tumbler. I'm gonna learn how to make them. And so that's what I did. And I just watched a crap ton of YouTube videos, and I asked my friends that made it, and I just like learned from them basically. I mean, I messed up quite a bit.
I literally told them.
Quite a bit. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean, just don't get frustrated with it. Just take your time on it, because I mean, no one knows. Everyone messes up. Even the people that have 10,000 views and that sell millions of cups a year, they mess up too.
Absolutely. So this is, you want to go overhead, Hannah, real quick? So this is my weeded template. As you guys can see, this is just kind of where we're at. I need to get some transfer tape to get this off of the backing and then onto the tumbler. And then when you have it glittered, you'll remove the stencil and you'll have scales.
I'm over here struggling with this cup.
I knew. So like right before we started, I was like, how are you going to hold that cup? And she's like, I'm just going to put my hand in it.
I'm going to put my hand in it.
I'm just going to put my hand in it.
That's how I do it.
Yes. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just like, do your hands cramp?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I remember like, it's been quite a while since I've like put my hand in one, because I have a bunch of different types of turner arms. Which you guys, if y'all don't know, make super simple tumbler arms with PVC pipe and Dollar Tree footballs. I wouldn't necessarily this is the wrong kind of transfer tape. You're so funny, Anna.
Oh, what kind of transfer tape is it?
I have it down here. I didn't mean for you to need to go get it. That's hilarious.
You said it and she took off.
I know,
guys. She was like, I need transfer tape, and I was like, I can get the transfer tape.
I can get that.
I was like, was that the code word for her to go? She said she needs something.
I love how she handed me that, and I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? Okay, so anyways, what were we just talking about?
Your cup turners.
Yeah, so cup turners. So I wouldn't necessarily recommend, unless it's a really snug, tight fit, that you turn your tumblers like overnight unattended on a football, because guys, they fall off.
I was about to say, I can't tell you how many I've had almost done, and then it falls off, and I get so mad.
It's so awful. But there's a lot. If you guys look on Etsy, there's a lot of really creative tumbler arms. But I say, like, just for like this type of stuff, like while you're working with it, just having a bunch of pre-made PVC arms with footballs on the end to just get you through the designing part, guys, So nice to have those.
I have a friend that she does like when she waits until she has a bunch of cup orders that fill up all of her arms, and she'll just do it all at one time. I was like, I can't think like that.
That is bizarre.
My brain does not. You know what I
Like as soon as you get an order, you start working on it, right? Like you don't wait until you have like 20.
Because I get excited. I'm like, heck yeah, let's get this done.
Hannah, what did you think about seeing that video I showed you the other day where that girl had like 20 turners and they were all
I was so shook. Like I was like, oh my goodness, how do you like even just do all of that stuff all at once? I see, because my issue, like for me, is like I focus on one thing at a time, and when like there's multiple things, I'll just get super overwhelmed. I'll just have to like take a step back and just be like, okay, we'll focus on one thing at a time. So doing like 20 would kill me. But another quick question is, someone from Instagram is asking where we're from.
Where we're from? We sound really country, huh?
Yeah. I'm just like, what the heck?
What the heck? So my craft source is based in Benton, Arkansas. And so we are definitely Southern around here. And a lot of people get on and they always make compliments about like Margie and I's accent. Yes. And I think it's so funny because like I don't hear it until
you watch the video.
Until I go back and watch. I'm like, whoa. Yeah.
You know what, can I get a different brush? I'm actually hating this brush. It is just not coming out easy.
You want one like this?
Yes, please.
Or a foam brush? What are you used to using? We have foam
Either
brushes
those or
in this.
foam. Yeah.
I can go grab the paint. I can go grab this.
She said, let me go get that.
I'm going to set this down. I honestly forgot I need to open this before I got started. I was sitting here and I was like, oh man, I forgot to open that. Because I'm going to make a mess.
That's so great. Okay, so what I'm going to do real quick, guys, is I've got my transfer tape here, and I'm just going to apply it to my star mask. And I'm going to remove it from the backing, and then we're going to put it directly on the tumbler. Now,
the foam.
I will.
Don't need that big paintbrush.
The foam is the little one.
There's little ones.
She brought this big.
Just bring it. This is hilarious.
Guys. Okay,
this is why we do live.
Okay, so hi guys.
This is Hannah!
But so I knew it, like all of these things, they say go get a paintbrush. I find a paintbrush.
Look at the size of this thing. This is the whole, like you could get it done in like 3 swipes.
I mean, I'll use it if I have to.
Okay,
no, I will go find where.
This foam brush is fine, Hannah. I will use this foam brush.
You'll use it? Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
That is perfect. Thank you.
That is hilarious. Okay, so Tumbler makers are like laughing at non-Tumbler makers.
She's like,
they're
what?
supposed to know what kind of paintbrush to get.
She said, you said paintbrush. What's the problem?
Okay, so guys, look how easy that transferred. So now we have it on our transfer tape. And once again, you guys, this is just to show you guys different techniques. So I'm not here to be...
It wouldn't fit in the cup.
It wouldn't fit in the cup.
Listen.
So I'm not here to like do this perfectly or like as if I was about to sell it. I'm literally just showing you guys how to do this. So
I told her to take it serious.
She did. The very beginning, she goes, so am I supposed to make this like I'm going to finish it? And I said, girl, you do you. And then I said, should I take this seriously? And she's like, take it seriously.
It's serious.
It's dead serious. So, oh, look, Lily, it would have fit perfectly if we had made it just a little bit bigger, like top to bottom.
She was looking at, how big do I need to make this? And she's like, I'll just use this little tiny cup.
Okay, so here we go. I've applied that. And I'm just going to get it on here. And once again, guys, this is a curved tumbler. So if you're going to do a full wrap and you want to do scales all the way around, you're going to need to warp your design to where it will fit around it evenly. Once again, this is just to show y'all the technique. I'm not taking this seriously. But I think that you guys are going to really like this. Now, I wanted to point out that traditionally you would prep your tumbler first.
Yeah.
And so this is literally just to show you guys techniques. What you would actually want to do is you would want to sand the tumbler down. What? Is somebody asking about prep?
Yeah, Lynn said, did you need to sand the cup to prep it?
Okay, perfect. Yes, so I was going to get to that eventually. But yes, so rule of thumb is you sand it down, then you wash it to make sure that you get all that residue off. And then you are ready to actually apply what you're going to apply. Mm-hmm. Now, with this whole thing, I would not just do stainless background. I would probably, if I wanted it silver, I would spray paint it silver.
Yeah.
And that's just because, like, you get a better bond on paint than you do straight stainless. And the reasons why is because this stainless is actually coated with a wax coating, and that's why you'd want to sand it down. It's because it's scratch resistant and all that good stuff. And a lot of times things don't like to stick to it. So this is not how I would actually do this. This is, once again, just to show you all the fun techniques that y'all can do with glitter on tumblers. And if you guys didn't know, we sell tumblers here.
We sell lots of tumblers, lots of different shapes.
Yes.
Like I have a barrel, if you haven't noticed, I have a barrel shape
yeah,
one.
talk about that one. That one's
This is only my second one I've done. That's why I picked this one today. It's because I've just recently did my first one last weekend, week before last. But I actually love this tumbler. So basically what I did so far is I just evenly put the Mod Podge all over it to result even. And then I always use the darker color of glitter on the bottom. And I always do the bottom and then the bottom half. And I just kind of shake whatever's left off on it. I'm actually going to use this glove to set this down for a second. So I can...
I knew those gloves would come.
Yeah, she was like, you want these gloves? I was like, I don't use gloves. So it's fine. Except for epoxy. That is it.
Yes, so guys, something else we could talk about with you guys is epoxy safety and the necessary precautions that you would need to take when using epoxy. And I would just say it's at your own risk. There is tumbler makers. I kind of was one of them that didn't wear a mask. Do you wear a mask?
I do.
Okay,
I mean, not like a, you know, what were they, the
PPE, like the big respirators?
I just use paper masks and that's it.
So there's all different types of masks and there's all different types of tumbler makers. I honestly, I was probably doing myself a huge injustice by not wearing a mask, and I totally get that. But I was in a very well ventilated area, and that's another key thing that you want to do when you are using epoxy is just make sure you're in a well ventilated area. A lot of people have, like, they do it in their garage, or they even do it in their own little she sheds. You're in your house, right? I'm in my spare bedroom.
Okay. I actually have, it's like right beside a window, so I open the window and I wear the mask. I have a fan in there.
Good.
It's very warm in there after I close the fan or after I close everything down. Yeah. But you know, epoxy needs warm environment, so like that's fine. But before I moved to my house, I had a little rent house, and I just did it in my kitchen, and I was just learning. I got epoxy all over that rent house. Let me tell you, I had to pay a huge cleanup fee because you had to like scrape it off the floor, and I was like, it's fine, it's fine. It's just money. It's no big deal.
Oh my gosh.
But I have learned from my ways because I'm not trying to get this thing all over this house.
I totally agree with that. And there's just a lot of, can you put the Mod Podge like right here in the center?
Yeah. So I forgot you were using it. You don't like it, but
I don't like it, but I have to use it today. So at home I'd be using Bright Tone, but this is just what I'm dealing with. So basically, guys, you want to go overhead real quick, Hannah? So I applied the star mask to the tumbler, and this is just gonna act as my stencil, basically. And this is
so you just put the epoxy over the stencil and everything?
No, you'll remove the stencil.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I know, right? So I'm just going to Mod Podge over the stencil, and it's not gonna hurt it, guys. So it's just going to be Mod Podge everywhere. Ugh, I hate the way this stuff smells. That's something else. A lot of people don't use epoxy because they can't stand the smell.
Yeah.
Which epoxy do you use?
The Amazing.
The one that we carry here.
Yeah. I normally get them I buy them off Amazon, and I buy them in like the gallon.
Oh yeah.
Because I just use so much of it.
Yes. But if you're shopping at my craft stores for your glitter, you might as well go ahead and get your epoxy.
Yeah, get it at one time instead of just doing a bunch of different transactions.
Yes. All orders ship free over $50 all the time. So that's always really nice. And guys, if you're just now hopping on with us, so the reason why we're doing glitter techniques today is because all of our 4-ounce glitter shakers are 20% off with code MEMORIAL.
Yep.
So be sure to check that out. They just added over 50 different shapes.
And they are gorgeous shapes.
They are so cool. So are we overhead so that they can see kind of what Lily's doing? So it looks like she's like working it back and forth to get that ombre effect.
So I put the, what is the color? Oh, yeah, sorry. This one?
Yep.
Okay, so I put the honeymoon down here on the bottom, and I stopped right about middle, and then I started with the stingray from the edge of the cup down, and I'm just working it back and forth to get that perfect blend right here in the middle. Since I've set it down a few times and I dropped it just now, I'll have to touch up the bottom at the end, but I always do that. I always finish the bottom completely at the end I just try to get all the way around done.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Love. So just curious for our Tumbler makers who are watching us, what is your method of ombre? I'm curious. There's so many different ways. And I wish that I could demonstrate for you guys like the way that I do mine, but I gave up epoxy.
You said that when I started. You were like, Lily, I don't do epoxy, but like tops. Here's to you for doing it.
It's like I gave it up. I mean, I did it for a solid 4.5 years, you guys. It was a long time. And honestly, like I really enjoyed it. It was so fun. I love the creativity and like all the different things that you can do. But the time consuming.
It takes so much time.
Y'all, like, I mean, I was getting to the point where I would have like 80 orders waiting. Like 80. And I'm one person. And like one tumbler takes you like 4 days from start to finish. And that's if you're like, I mean, dedicated.
Like in it.
In it to win it.
Yeah.
So anyway, so what I'm going to do now, guys, is I've applied, you can go overhead real quick. I'm just going to show them how this is Mod Podge all over now. And I'm just going to apply the glitter all over.
And while we're doing this, we do have a question. So which Mod Podge are you ladies using, and have you tried the spray-on Mod Podge?
Oh, I've heard about that. Have you heard about that?
I've used the spray-on when I was first starting, and I liked it, but I felt like it dried way too fast.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is just plain old Mod Podge.
That's just the regular kind, yeah.
I can't turn it, but it's gonna spill. But it's just plain.
It's the orange label, and it just says it's water-based sealer, glue, and finish, and it is the gloss.
Yeah.
So
I didn't know
that they make a matte, but it's not like it's
not actual matte.
It dries matte. So
yeah.
like if you were to like seal a photograph and you wanted it to be sealed matte, then that's why you would use that.
Yeah, but I've also seen they have. I think I've seen a glow in the dark one and
there's
a glitter one. I've used a glitter one.
Yeah.
I picked up the wrong one.
Yeah.
I was using glitter tumbler, so it was totally fine.
So funny.
It was just like silver glitter, and it was very subtle, so I was totally fine with it. But I just used the plain Jane orange label one.
That's so funny.
Yeah. And so sorry, TikTok. I know that they said they were going to overhead view. Overhead view is on Facebook only, but
sorry,
we'll be able to show it off to you in just a minute.
Okay, so on the back side of this tumbler, I'm going to go ahead and start doing leopard spots. And you guys might be like, you're just about to freehand some leopard spots. Yes. And you're going to be pretty amazed. It's actually really cool watching them come together. Mm-hmm. Lily, you said you've never done this before?
I've never done it. I've watched videos on it because I've had a lot of people ask me, like, Lily, I want this. I'm just like,
y'all, it is so wild how, like, inconsistent you can be. And it looks good. Like, yeah. I've never, never.
No leopard spots aren't the same, though, too. So.
Right. No two leopard spots are the same, so you kind of get away with it. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to start with your darker color first. Like Lily said, you know, that's how she also does her ombres, is you always want to start with your darker color first. And that's because your darker colors, when they get into your lighter colors, it's near impossible to get that color back.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're actually just going to use this paintbrush. And this is about, I don't know what size, like a 1 inch maybe.
Yeah.
Kind of like a 1 inch flat paintbrush. It's not too big. But I'm literally just going to dab and dot. Like I'm literally about to like draw a circle here. Okay. So that's what we're doing now. So our circles are going to be the black part. Is that right? Or am I doing it backwards?
It's the black and the brown on the outside. No, I think it's brown with black on the outside.
Black is the outside?
I think so.
Oh, I just did that backwards then. Let me get a paper towel. Let me wipe this off. I just wanted to be sure I was doing it right.
I think. I don't know. I've never done it before.
I can't. For some reason, I can't.
Tell us what are leopard spots?
Okay, so is the black the circle center or the black is the outside?
I think it's the outside.
Right?
I think so.
Here, let's Google it.
She said, let's Google it in the middle of our live, right? Real quick.
I mean, sometimes. And guys, this is just like this is how Tumbler makers do stuff. We're just like, we'll be like in the dead middle of it and be like, wait, what? How was I supposed to be doing that?
When I'm in zone.
So it looks like it's like golden in the middle and with black on the outside. I don't know. Does this one? Do you see this one?
Yeah. So that's right. So black on the outside. Okay, so I lied. I'm not gonna make circles right now. I'm gonna make like the little, you know.
The little shapes.
The shapes.
They're not really circles. They're not really squares.
They're like they're like semicircles with like no obvious direction.
Yeah.
So We're literally about to just make some weird shapes.
This look good, Hannah?
Yeah, I think it's pretty. I love how like there's a consistent like sparkle all the way through. Like it's because it's the holographic. I'm sure like it has that same undertone, so like it gives the same thing, but it's like pink and silver.
So typically when I do one, I would let this sit for like an hour or two, and then I would cover it completely again with Mod Podge and do a second coat. I only do 2 coats with my Ombre ones. If you just want color, I'm gonna paint that sucker and put that over it because I'm not trying to do 1,000 things.
Heck yeah.
So typically I would just let this sit, cover it again with the same Mod Podge very lightly because it will pull some of that glitter out. But with your second coat, it's gonna be completely one color. Like you'll see more of the honeymoon and the stingray in it. It won't be as kind of dull as it does right now. And then right after you let it sit again for another hour or so, and then you'll put your epoxy on it or whatever sealer you use for it. And these colors, the shimmer and everything is going to pop out like crazy. It's going to look a lot prettier than how it looks right now.
Whatever, it looks good. Okay, so here I am just making my random semicircles. What I love, like what Lily said, is like how they're just like, it doesn't matter like which direction you're going, how big, how fat, how skinny, how long they are.
So you start with the black and then do the brown.
Right. And that's just because like you don't want to mix the darker color, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like in the lighter color.
Yeah.
It also kind of gives you like a guide too for like how big your circle should be.
Yeah.
Based on like the size of the tumbler that you're using.
So did you do a lot of these before you quit doing?
No. So like leopard, I would literally say, okay. Fun fact, I don't like leopard. I'm not a leopard girl. And so anytime somebody would like order leopard, I would send them to someone else.
You're just like, I don't like doing it. Here's someone that loves it.
Here's someone who enjoys that madness. So here you go. But I mean, I've done this before because like I was just like that kind of tumbler maker where I'd sit at home and just try new techniques, even if I didn't want to make them. I just wanted to know how. Like I was just like, okay, I want to know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? So in case I got a wild hair and was like, oh, I'll do this order. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Did you ever do them though?
Maybe once.
She was feeling generous that day.
Very. Okay, so I'm not going to do this as much as I would, but I'm just about to show y'all how this works. So we're going to glitter our spots. Lily, you're going to go home and want to do this.
I know, I'm going to stay up all night, come back with a glitter cup home, or Wednesday.
Do it.
I was about to say,
in 4 days.
There's literally no way you can do that and have it here tomorrow to use. That's funny.
Come back in 4 days with
Maybe she's just figured out a magic technique or something.
There is fast set epoxy out there.
I've seen that. I have seen ads for it.
Okay, I need a foam brush to get some of this off. Maybe this.
You want this big one? We got jumbo and big.
Hang on. I got this. This is how you do it at home too. Okay, so guys, this is like now our outside. You guys see how it's like taking the shape already from a leopard spot. Okay. Can you wipe that off with a paper towel?
Yeah.
Then when we're done, before we end the live, I'll remove the stencil so you guys can see how cool the mermaid scales look. Thank you. Okay, and so now what you're gonna do is you're just gonna blob in the center. Blob, blob, blob. And then if you're doing like these little semi ones, like you're just gonna want to kind of do like a, you know, it's a circle, but it's not a circle. Any other questions, Hannah?
So far, I don't think we have any questions. Everybody did answer ours, but it was interesting because TikTok, she says, I do color first, then a layer of epoxy, and then the black on top, and do it for leopard spots.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I think that that's really handy to keep your glitter like just away from each other completely and totally. I feel like it makes it much cleaner.
Yeah.
But at this point, like we're just showing techniques, so it's like, you know, this might not be exactly how we do it. I do know for sure that like Leopard Spots is just one of those things that anybody could do this. Like, I mean, literally, don't be afraid.
And we have a hello from Barcelona.
Hi.
Barcelona.
Hello.
Interesting.
Spain. It's pretty legit.
You've been to Spain, right?
No, I've never been to Spain.
I thought you said what, Venezuela?
Nope. So I've been to Argentina.
That's what it was. Argentina.
Yep. Do we have any people out there that speak Spanish?
Probably.
¿Alguien que habla español?
She'll be talking trash about us.
I know, right?
Oh, man. I don't talk trash about people. I don't know how to do that.
That's so true. Hannah's like
She's always so
she's
happy.
golden.
Oh, thank you guys. No, but like legit though, my vocabulary, I literally don't know Spanish like slang.
Slang. You gotta know slang to know like how to trash talk people.
Hey, it's easier. Oh, we have some. Oh, hey, there we go.
Are you
Yeah.
serious?
Yeah, we have some people. Claro, si yo de Venezuela. Yep, we have some.
out.
Yeah, we got lots of people here that speak Spanish.
Hannah,
Hi, guys.
you can
legit.
never leave.
I know.
Like, what on
Okay,
earth
let's
are we
see.
gonna do? Like,
They're gonna start coming up
seriously?
here and asking for Hannah.
They're gonna be like, "Oh, where's that girl that speaks Spanish? We want to talk to her."
And I'll be like, sorry guys, I'm in college or something.
I'm in college or something.
Or something. Like she doesn't even know.
Well, no, but like legit though. It's
Yeah.
still undecided. Although, I do have another question, but it says, I know there are many types of glitter, but can any type of glitter be used?
So traditionally, I think the one that everyone loves is the polyester.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it's because it's like solvent resistant.
Mm-hmm.
And so like it's just really important. Like, yeah, there is a lot of different types of glitters out there, but I think it's really like uber important that if you're gonna epoxy over, wow, that was way too much. If you're gonna epoxy over it, you're gonna want to make sure that you're using a polyester or solvent resistant glitter, because there's some out there that will literally like disintegrate under epoxy because it's like a toxic material. So
Yeah.
okay, so you're gonna want to let this dry before you start brushing all over it, but
It's fun because someone on Instagram is saying the mixing of the glitters is making me crazy.
sorry. But there you go, guys.
So cute.
So fun, so simple, and I feel like anybody could get this technique down.
Mm-hmm.
So
You want me to?
you want to show them up there? Okay, sure. Don't show them up close. The glitters are mixed.
It's not perfect.
It's definitely not, guys.
We
We
see what
didn't
this
take.
looks like in just a second.
You guys could see like how quickly we just threw this together, but this was like to just show you guys the different types of glitter, like how you can use them.
Yeah.
We didn't show y'all any shape glitters today because, guys, let's talk about how fun the snow globe tumblers are. Have you done those?
I have not.
Okay, so fun though, because if you guys didn't know, you guys can get acrylic, or even they make stainless snow globe tumblers,
Mm-hmm.
and it has like a acrylic wall, so you can either drill a hole into the acrylic ones, or the stainless ones come apart in multiple pieces. So
I
you
didn't
guys,
know they came in stainless.
yes. I actually have one. You want one? I have one at home. I'll never use it. So anyways,
Coming soon.
coming soon. So anyways, you guys are able to like put solution, which like a glycerin water solution kind of works best. And you guys can put that in that acrylic wall and then put shape glitter down in there. And then when you shake it up, it looks like a snow globe of like all different types of shapes and colors. And
I've seen the ones where they look like the Starbucks
I gotta be
cups.
one of those.
I've seen
Yes,
the Starbucks
yes.
cup ones. I did not know they made stainless steel ones though.
Yes, so you guys can get them in both stainless or the acrylic. So that's really fun. So I don't know.
We
how-
don't currently sell those, right?
We do not sell those. No. I don't know how dry this is, so this might not turn out perfect, but I just want y'all to be able to see this before we go.
So how long would you typically wait though?
Overnight.
Overnight.
Absolutely. I'm an overnight type of girl. So
So let's do it and go take a nap kind of. That's how I.
you do naps and then go?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely.
I mean, I'll have an
ready.
alarm if it's like the middle of the day, but most of the time it'd be a nap kind of.
Oh, it's fun. Some people like are obsessed with making snow globes right now, like the snow globe ones.
They're talking about it.
Yeah, it's super fun. Like that seems really cool.
Such an obsession.
I think I've seen them, but I don't know.
Okay, you guys. This is so fun. So it's like lifting, and it wouldn't be if it had been sanded. So just know that prep's really important. But look how cool that is.
Imagine if your whole tumbler was like that.
That'd be
Oh my
pretty
gosh,
legit.
so pretty. So there's really no like rhyme or reason. I'm sure you guys have heard of peekaboos.
Mm-hmm.
So this is kind of similar to a peekaboo tumbler, only this is like a really quick and efficient way to get scales.
Mm-hmm.
There's also techniques where people use cardstock. You see that?
Mm-mm.
Oh my gosh. The whole cardstock thing makes me a little bit crazy. Okay, so there you guys go. Look how cute.
Imagine what TikTok and Instagram sees right
I know.
now.
Just like I just seen your hand.
Yeah, so the glitter is pulling and prepped. So
Mhm.
just a reminder how important,
Mhm.
prepping and sanding is. Hey, can you switch that back to front camera real quick?
Oh,
We're still
yeah.
on overhead. They're probably
Shoot,
like,
sorry,
what
guys.
are we doing?
See, I always do that. Oh my gosh, this thing smells disgusting.
Yes.
That's the Mod Podge.
Yes, it smells so great. Okay, so on another note, what were we just talking about? Can you remind me?
Prep.
Prep.
Yeah,
Yes.
prep is important.
Prep is important, but before that, we're talking about something else, and I just got off on the prep foot. Oh, cardstock.
Yes.
Okay, so there's a ton of different ways that you guys can get effects like this, like scales
Mm-hmm.
and all those other different types of.
We saw one earlier today. It was really cool.
Yes.
What was that?
So guys, something that's super cool, like what people will do is they'll take the time. Since you've never seen this before, I've got to just put it out there
Tell
like
me
that.
about it.
They literally cut out a bajillion scales of cardstock, and they hand glue them all around the tumbler. And then, yeah. So hand glue them all around the tumbler. Guys, if you've never seen a video of this done, I'm just telling you, please go watch one because it is like mesmerizing to watch it all come together.
Mhm.
But what they do is they do mica powders. So like the chameleon, like the color shifting one, so it looks like a real dragon. It's so cool, or a real mermaid, like how it color shifts. Guys, it's incredible. So if you guys have not ever looked up the cardstock scale technique, do that. Watch a video of that. If I had the patience for something like that, I'd probably try it, but I don't. So this is an easy, this is the easy way to get scales. And I think it's really cute. What do you think?
I like it.
If it had been prepped and painted,
Mm-hmm.
it'd have been gorgeous.
Yep.
Okay, well, hopefully you guys enjoyed our little glitter technique live. I thought it was fun.
It was fun.
Anything else, Hannah? You're like
No.
spaced out over there.
I think we're good.
Okay.
Everybody seems like this is really cool. Like this, I feel like this is definitely like a hot topic right now.
Oh,
Like,
yes.
it's something that people are doing, and I think that's I don't know. It's pretty amazing that people can make these things with their hands. It's
Mhm.
pretty legit. So to all of you guys who do that, props to you.
Props
Nice
to
job.
you. Yes. So we hope you guys all have a safe and great rest of your Memorial Day.
Mm-hmm.
If you plan to go to the lake or if you're grilling out, spending time with family, just do it safely.
Mm-hmm.
And we hope that you guys will come back and visit us again later in the week because we have other fun things in store. And use code MEMORIAL. We did not tell them when the sale ends, but the sale does end tonight. So it is a one-day sale only. So if you're wanting to get the 4-ounce glitter shakers 20% off, be sure to use code MEMORIAL. And I just want to say that our lids are awesome. They are dual lids. So you've got the shaker or the pour lids. So that's really great.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys should go check out all the different varieties because it's an incredible amount of
No,
different.
like guys,
So
I
is
could
that-
literally look at them all.
Is that 20% off included in the bundles as well?
So it's not, it's only on the 4-ounce shaker category. But
Okay.
I wanted them to know, like, they could actually go build their own bundles. Like,
Yeah.
if they looked at the colors that we included in our bundles to get every glitter 20% off. So that's kind of why I told them that.
Yeah.
Hopefully somebody registered with us.
Yeah.
Sometimes I give you guys tips and then don't follow through with the extreme of the, instructions.
All the things.
All the things. But now you know, if you wanted to get one of our glitter bundles 20% off, just go build your own
Yep.
based on the ones that we have, and you'd get every single glitter 20% off. So
Okay, yeah.
All right. You guys have a great rest of your day. And Lily, you'll be back on again sometime, right?
Sometime soon.
All right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's live, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye. So it takes a while for like them to end, like her to end. She has to also end both phones. So we're currently still live on
YouTube.
TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube.